Quickie down! One change to domestic violence laws that's created a lot of unintended consequences is closing the boyfriend loophole. Traditionally, domestic violence laws covered married couples, unmarried couples living together, or couples who don't live together but had a child together. The problem was, if a couple broke up but didn't have a child, they could still be abused by their ex, but they wouldn't have been protected by domestic violence laws. So you can see why people wanted to close this loophole. So the government expanded the definition of domestic violence in the Safer Communities Act. It now includes any form of abuse between people who are currently or were previously in a romantic or dating relationship, regardless of whether they live together or have a child. The problem is, it now means domestic violence charges being brought in situations where it's just not domestic violence. For example, it's been applied to college roommates who get in a fist fight. Even when neither of them have any history of violence, they can still get branded as a domestic abuser, with all of the legal and social ramifications stemming from it. As a result, the number of domestic violence cases has skyrocketed, largely due to it being over-applied. It can be used to gain an unfair advantage in a divorce or custody case, applied in a discriminatory way, or forcing a resolution in a personal dispute. And even worse, it's a backhanded attack on the Second Amendment. Even if you committed no violence, or the violence was justified such as self-defense, you can still lose your gun rights, even for a misdemeanor. You can even be put on a sex offender list when you didn't even do anything sexual. And so many times these cases are heard ex parte, with the accused having no right to make a defense or even know that it's happening. And for everyone, it expanded background checks, allowed states to create red flag laws, expanded mental illness categories, and increased greatly the number of people who aren't allowed to have firearms. And what it means is that the law is no longer impartial, posing a grave threat against our basic rights, including the Second Amendment, the right to face our accuser, and the presumption of innocence. When the mere accusation can upheave people's lives, it doesn't make us safer. It makes us vulnerable to government and to any social bully willing to go into a court and lie without anyone to contradict them.